Rockets neck and neck coming down the stretch. They're swapping paint at this point in the Western Conference standings. No Nikola Jokic. He's got a bad elbow. Jamal Murray had a bad ankle. Luka Doncic, not bad. He's in range. He's good to go. And in the first quarter, he proved it. 21 points in the first frame for Luka. Lakers still without LeBron James. Their sixth straight game without him, still coming back from that groin injury. Randy says I say weird. I don't think I do.
It's groin like coins.
Well, most points in a quarter with the Lakers. Ties a franchise record, too, by the way. First Laker with 20 points and 2 steals in 5 consecutive games since Kobe back in 2007. Lakers were up double digits at the break. Actually, they were up by 30 at one point in this game. Big reason why? Luka. 31 points right there as the Lakers get an easy win, 120-108. Landscape's David Dennis Jr. joins us now. He watched the whole thing. Bron missing his 6th straight game since that injury in Boston. But, D, you say this could actually be a blessing in disguise. Why?
Well, for a couple reasons. One, I've been concerned with the Lakers' sustainability and that defensive intensity, especially when you look at LeBron and the age and the wear and tear that has come playoff time. Now, what this time off has done, it has forced LeBron to take some time off so that he can be as refreshed as humanly possible for that playoffs. Remember, last time they won the championship, he took months off because of the pandemic and came back in the bubble as a refreshed dude. Now, this is not going to be that much amount of time, but it does buy him some time to come back and be the best LeBron he can be. On top of that, this team has now become Luka Doncic's team. They are fitting his profile. The three-point efficiency, the three-point shots, the way they're spreading the floor, and Luka, over the last 10 games, is essentially at 31, 9, and 8. Prime Luka numbers. LeBron is going to walk into a team that knows how to play with Luka and follow his lead to make them prime candidates to make that playoff run.
Little over a dozen regular season games left for the Lakers. As David, I want to take you now to the Eastern Conference. And Cade Cunningham has these Pistons playing some good basketball. He cashed a three-pointer at the buzzer to beat the Heat down in Miami, 116-113. Cunningham finished a triple-double in his own right, 25 points, 12 boards, 11 assists. When asked after the game if he called bank, Cunningham said, quote, "I might have whispered it." Listen, you start whispering bank, that's fine. If you whisper in a bank, they might take it the wrong way, hit the panic button. Pistons currently the 6th seed in the East, meaning right now they would match up with the 3-seed Knicks in the playoffs. D, can the Pistons beat the Knicks in a best-of-7?
Okay, so this whole thing started with Udonis Haslem saying that the Pistons were going to beat the Knicks. Stephen A. Smith saying that it was, he was angry because he thought the Knicks were going to beat the Pistons. I hate to get in the middle of two grown men arguing, but I'm going to do that because I'm a little messy boots. I'm sitting with Udonis Haslem on this one. Okay. I think the Pistons absolutely can take the Knicks. This is a matchup the Knicks do not want. Part of it is the fact that Cade Cunningham is going to be the best player in that series. He's at 25 and 9 assists this season. The only other player with those stats are Nikola Jokic. That's it. You add in the fact that Malik Beasley has turned into prime Klay Thompson off the bench shooting threes. They have the first in defense over the last 6 weeks or so. Arcir Thompson is a definite defensive threat and a menace. The Pistons match up well with the Knicks. It is a nightmare scenario for the Knicks to have to play against the Pistons, who have already gone into Madison Square Garden and won.
And honestly, Detroit, too young to know any better. They get the Mavs tomorrow before playing 7 of their final 11 games at home. David Dennis Jr. joining the program this morning. D, always a pleasure to see you. All right, speaking of the Eastern Conference, what about the top of the table in it? Spider Mitch out west. It's a 5-game roadie for these Cavaliers, trying to avoid just their second 3-game losing streak of the season after rattling off 16 straight wins. Yikes. Devin Carter, get out the way. Nice feed by Malik Monk. Kings, though, down at the break, 56-47. 5 minutes left in the fourth. Kings down 3, not anymore. DeMar DeRozan got it. Ties the game, 107, 5 to play. Next Cavs possession, Spida. Spida's got 8 legs. You would think they'd have more control, but turns the rock over there. It's Carter again, putting the Kings up 2, and then it's DeRozan. And kids, just a PSA. A jump shot can get you cars, mansions, and fame, but none of that can get you a jump shot. Go outside and practice. It's time to bring peace. 119-116, Malik Monk seals it. They get the win, 123-119, to hand the Cavaliers their 3rd straight loss.
Knicks and Spurs made the show. Sandro Mamukelashvili made darn near everything. Perfect 7 for 7 from 3. More like Mamu Kailash-Thrili.
Nailed it.
He was 13 for
Nailed it.
14 from the floor. 34 points in 19 minutes. So impressive. Flavor Flav crashed his post-game interview, just like Sean Farnham did with us the other day.
I'm so excited. My family is here. Flav, have you ever seen a shooting performance like this before?
Hey, let me tell you something. I don't care what nobody say. My man is on fire.
Yeah, boy. All right, listen. Mamu is 25 years old.
Okay.
Flavor Flav was his guest at the game last night.
It's awesome.
Flav is from New York. He's from like Roosevelt, New York.
So where?
And he's buddying up with the San Antonio Spurs.
Where's the connection?
Oh, I don't know.
My favorite part of this whole thing was earlier this morning when Randy posed the question, where is Flavor Flav from? And you answered your own question. You were like, I thought he was from Flavor Town.
You said Flavors. 108 winners in Orlando, 26 for Jalen Green, and what was the 8th straight win for Houston. Alperen Şengün adding 22 and 12, his 22nd game this season, with 20 points and 10 boards, tying Hakeem Olajuwon for third most 20 and 10 games in a season by a Rockets player aged 22 or younger.
A couple of impressive nuggets in Portland last night. Not talking about anyone from Denver here. Memphis, for the first time this season, failed to score at least 100 points. And at no point in this game did Memphis have a lead. Their third wire-to-wire loss this season. Deni Avdija, 26 of his 31 points in the first half for the Blazers as they get the win at the Sicko Moda Center. So here's what 2 through 5 look like in the West after yesterday's dust settled. The Rockets, like Randy mentioned, game ahead of both the Lakers and the Nuggets for the 2 seed. Everybody looking up to Oklahoma City. Now, LA, they played 2 fewer games than Houston, Denver, and Memphis. Meanwhile, the Grizzlies now tied for the 5th seed. The NBA regular season ends April 13th.
Beginning of this season, you might have thought, okay, this matchup in March, one team's lost 8 straight. That's got to be the Pistons. It's the Heat, the Cadillac and company, very much in playoff seeding. And Cade Cunningham in tight. You said it, Gary, top of the show. Call it Cade County. Cunningham, 27th 20-point 10-dime game this season. Third most Pistons history. Asar Thompson steal and putback. He had 14 points. Pistons make it just a 1-point game. Malik Beasley, no. Jalen Duren offensive board out to Cunningham. Yes. Cunningham, 9th triple-double of the season, trailing only Grant Hill in the Pistons record books for most in a season. Tyler Hero's a bucket. Had 29 points. He made both free throws. We're tied at 113. But J.B. Bickerstaff called this coming play awesome. Cunningham said, just go get one, find a way. Final seconds, final shot. Ball game. The bell doesn't dismiss you. I dismiss you. 116-113 as Detroit rolls again.
Coast-to-coast program, we're in Sacktown. Donovan Mitchell and the Cavaliers trying to avoid just their second 3-game losing streak of the season. Their second game on a 5-game West Coast roadie. Devin Carter with the flush. Kings, though, were down at the break, 56-47. Sacramento trying to play the role of spoiler here as we enter the 4th quarter. Kings down by 3. DeMar DeRozan. DeMar the bucket. Game tied 107. Next Cavs possession, same score. Oh, Spida turns it over, and it's more Carter throwing it down.